Hi, welcome. In our lesson for today, we are going to be continuing with our CSS class, and we are going to be looking at selectors. We have seen selectors in the past, but today we are going to be looking at classes and ID selectors. I want us to take a look at our last lesson, which was CSS.html. Very good. And if we can look at the source code of this lesson, we can go to page source to look at the source code and see. Yeah, we are going to start with interruption. We are going to look at the source code and see what actually took place in this lesson. We had our paragraph selector, and we said the color should be red, text align should be justified, the text should be justified, the font size should be 14, margin 20 pixels. What our H1 selector color was green, text aligned to the center, the font size was 54 pixels. Our H2 blue, text aligned center, font size. So we now see that with this, we now see that anywhere we had an H1, the color was going to be green, it was going to be aligned to the center, and the font size was going to be 54. And anywhere we have an H2, the color will be blue, text align with this and that and that. So now the question we will now ask ourselves is, do we always want our H1 to be green? Because we have declared it our H1 will be green, which means that all throughout our page our H1 is going to be green. Do we always want it like that? Most likely the answer may be no. And why not no? You will not decide that all your H1 must be. You may want some H1 to be red for one reason or another. You will not always want your H2, for example, to be aligned to the center. You may not always want your H1 to be aligned to the center. So let us look at it. This is it. We have our H1, it is aligned to the center, our H2 aligned to the center. Good, our paragraph is justified. Fine with that. So today we are going to be looking at the ID and class selectors. And with ID and class selectors, you can really determine how you want your features to show up in your HTML page. So you can see that you can, with your IDs, class and selector, you can have the same HTML elements present separately on the same web page by using IDs and selectors. So we are going to be using IDs and selectors, and I'm just going to tell you that your IDs are always preceded by the hashtag, and your class is always preceded by full stop. Now let's do some practicals. Let me use Notepad++. It's not always my best. I also like to I rather use Notepad. Let's use Notepad so we are going to increase the font size in the way that this video will be very clear. So our font size is, let me set our font size to be 20, and let me just make it bold. Very good. So I'm going to open my HTML dark. So I'm going to have open the head dark head. After that, let me go to the next line. I'll open my title. Never forget your title. It's CSS ID and classes. CSS ID and class. With my title tag, and the ones, remember, we have to now open our style. Good. I have said that the classes is always preceded by full stop. So once you see this, notice it's a class, and I'm going to name my class as, you can give it whatever name you want. Let me just call it main1. Very good. That's my class. This is my class selector main1, and open open my curly brackets to see what should be in this class. So the first thing I want to say is that I'm going to make my color to be, let me just make it white. My color to be white, then background color, make it green, text align, justify it, justify, so text align equals to justify. What else may I add? Well, let me just leave it like this for now. Good. I have declared my first class. Now I'm going to declare my first ID. The ID is preceded by the hashtag. So once ever I see the hashtag, it's an ID selector. And I'm going to refer to my ID as, let me just say header. You shoot my ID as the header. Sorry for the multiple typos. Header. Open my curly bracket. And I'm going to say the text color is equals, not equals, colon, text color, I'm just make it red, background color brown, your font size 24 pixels. Okay, let me just close it here. And next thing I'm going to do is that I'm going to close my style. My style is now closed, and I open the body of my web page. Now we are going to be using div tags for the first time. I'm going to use this div tags. This is separate. So div comes from the word division, so you can divide your web page into multiple sections. So I'm going to call it div. Say div. I'm going to say div class equals to main. Let's click my double quotes. Div class is equals to main. I'm now saying that this property, this is the class of main. I'm going to say this property should apply to this division. So now I'm going to say, let me just write whatever. Let's just say, let's see what I may want more. So let's just see what comes out from here. How I can copy some text from somewhere. Let me just check. Sorry. I may have some text. Good. Let me copy this text and place it there. Let me just add to it. It may be so much, but never mind. And then of course I close my div tag, and I'm going to go under div ID equals to, what was the ID? Header. Div ID is equals to header. So I forgot my double quotes. Header. Now let me just paste the same code and close my div once more, and now I close my HTML page. I'm going to save it as lesson CSS lesson 2.html. I save in my lessons folder, and I go back to my lessons folder. Let's see what we have. No, sorry, this is not what I'm looking for. Go back to my lessons folder. I say CSS lesson 2.html. Very good. So this is now. Now let's go. I think this the first one doesn't give me what I really expected there must have been an error somewhere. There must have been an error somewhere. I said div class. Sorry, the div, you see, this one didn't work. There was nothing applied here. The reason being I made a mistake. The div class is not just main, but it's main one. The div class is equal to main one. Now I save my code, go back and refresh my page. Very good, it's now successful. We will now see that the background color is green as we asked it to be. The font color is white. The text is justified. Now let's go back here. Now coming to the header, what do we say about our header ID? So the color should be red, background color brown, font size we missed out this. Font size will be 24 pixels, color red, background color brown. Let's save it. There may have been a mistake, I don't think. Very good. The background color, it's quite brown, though it seems to be red. You see the background color is brown, the text color is red. Let's make it something else. White, not, let's try white. Okay, because white may fit well into brown. And then we refresh our page. That is it. This is our brown, which looks like red. I'm going to remove the brown and let me use yellow. Good, I'm saving. I come here, I refresh. Yeah, it's now yellow, but you see that yellow and white does not really go because the white is not clearly visible. So I'm going to change the color again, and now in the font the text color is white. I'm now going to put black. You see, CSS, honestly, it's interesting. That's it. So you now see that with CSS we can edit most of our page just by changing one simple line of code, and it affects the whole page. So we see that div class is equals to main. So wherever div class is equals to main, these properties will be applied to it. Now let's do some h1 now. h1. Very good. Topic. h1 close. See, it's still within the div. Let's save our code, run in our browser. Very good. So we have our h1 which is still white, and the font is still white. So let's go now to the next TV show. Let's now go to our ID and also write an h1 sentence or h1 line. This is another h1. We will not declare h1. We save it and we refresh it. Very good. So now we have got two h1 of two separate colors. So this is how we can use div and classes to play with our web page. Now I want to do a little bit more formatting of my selectors. Now I say main color, this div class is equal to, or div class is equals to main. Now I'm just going to do something about my div. I'm going to So this type equals to main. This type equals to main. Let me just say align left. So our second